Though we have all traveled many uncertain roads, we have always recognized something wasn't right. We searched high and low, yet our paths had never intersected. Our desire to seek truth, then to speak true, has brought us all together. That thing of ours is rooted in truth, because truth is the only unshakable foundation. In the greatest book, it states in John 8:32, "For ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free."
Truth is a powerful force. It is the foundation on which all great achievements are built, and the bedrock of trust and respect in any relationship. When we are rooted in truth, we can be confident that our decisions and actions are grounded in reality rather than in speculation or wishful thinking.
The pursuit of truth is not always easy. It requires courage, perseverance, and a willingness to face uncomfortable facts. But in the end, the truth is always worth it. It allows us to make better decisions, to build stronger relationships, and to create a more just and equitable world.
From politics and world events to entertainment and pop culture, we've got you covered. We'll explore our history and the stories that matter to uncover the truth that lies at the heart of each one. With our fingers on the pulse of the news cycle, we'll provide the insights and analysis you need to stay informed and engaged. As we stay rooted in truth and let the truth guide us in all that we do, let us be willing to listen, to learn, and seek out the facts, even when they challenge our own assumptions or beliefs.
Let us never forget that the pursuit of truth is not just an individual endeavor, but a collective one. Only by working together
With honesty and integrity,
can we build a better future for ourselves
And for generations to come.
This is That Thing of Ours. How's it going, everybody? Thank you for joining us today on this Tuesday, 9th of September, 2025. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us on Facebook, ScrewTube, Twitch, Rumble, Locals, and Pill.net.
and if you haven't already, please take a minute and give us that virtual hug. If you're over on Rumble or that asshole channel, hit that thumbs up. If you're over on pill.net, take that red pill. And if you're on Facebook, you got like 7 choices. So clickety click.
Clickety click, everybody. Appreciate you joining us today, especially all the trolls over there on YouTube. We wanted to get into this and we realized that there's a lot of weird stuff going on. Obviously, yesterday it was going over the mutes and stuff like that, even though StreamYard is directly tied to YouTube. And YouTube, Kay tried to mute that troll yesterday 4 separate times. Yet for some reason that didn't matter, and YouTube kept on letting their paid troll, is what my assumption is, go ahead and continue to say some of the most vile things that they could say. But that's YouTube for you, and they don't like freedom of speech over there. So you know what? Screw you, YouTube. And let's see. What else? Yeah, not happy with StreamYard, so we're looking for another alternative to that. Yeah. Finally had to ban that person. Also, other things that are going on with YouTube is that they seem to be suppressing us, and they're not letting actual views show up. The only thing that they're letting show up are their trolls. So we appreciate y'all giving us those views over there, trolls. Hope you get everything you deserve, and I pray that God sends his adversary to each and every one of you, so that way you get everything you deserve, so that way you can recognize the errors of your ways.
Exactly, because that was
bullshit.
absolutely ridiculous. Anytime I've ever muted someone before, it works instantly. But all of a sudden, this person who hasn't come and talked crap once, hasn't come and talked crap twice, but has showed up on our channel 3 times.
At least.
Every time we talk about autism.
Not autism, the vaccines.
Yeah. They have a problem with it.
We probably just gave the keyword, they'll probably show up. Yeah. So they're just, they're trolls.
They have terrible, if you want to have a conversation, we can have a conversation. But saying that I'm a tranny and saying you're ignorant,
whatever.
And all that is absolutely ridiculous.
That's vile.
And
but that's socialists for you.
Yeah.
That's how socialists act. And yeah, that is what it is. So yeah, we're going to keep on being on YouTube. We know that they're not going to cancel us because they think that that's enough to save their ass in the long run. But I'm sure that once everything comes out in the wash, I pray that Google gets taken over by the government, as all of these investigations will continue and these things are found out. And all of these people, the paid trolls over there who have nothing better to do with their time as they sit in their mother's basement and talk trash about things that they have no clue about, other than the talking points that they're given. Yeah, may you get everything you deserve.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, that one kind of pissed me off because we recognize that it's just done intentionally to try to
Throw you off your game.
Throw us off the game, which kudos, you did a little bit yesterday. And obviously we had some time to think about it, but we recognize with StreamYard allowing the mutes to not mute, that having hot mics, who knows what kind of stuff they've downloaded on our computers. We're just not that technically savvy. But the thing is we're not hiding anything. We are who we are. We speak the truth as we understand it. We try to have a rational conversation, and that's the thing that the left can't handle. That's why they all sound like it's talking on The View, even though it's on the news that they go ahead and give to everybody else. So you know what? Kiss my ass. Here we are. We've been doing this the whole time, and as time goes on, the world finds out that pretty much everything we've said up to this point has either come true or it's looking like it's going to be the truth. And there's just no stopping it, YouTube. It's coming your way, and one day you'll have to pay the piper. So
exactly.
Anyways, let's go ahead and say hi to the fam.
Let's do that. We got Mike in the house.
What's up, Mike? How you doing, man?
We got Chad in the house.
What's up, Chad?
We got Steven in the house.
Hey, Steven.
We got Miss Stephanie in the house.
Good evening, Steph.
We got Carol and Miss Dawn in the house because
Hey,
Dawn
Carol
left
and Dawn.
her phone an hour away.
Did she? Okay. Well, that's right. Yeah. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. What is this thing that keeps popping up? I don't even know what this site is. I don't have this site up.
I don't know. Just ignore it.
Anyways.
Silver says, hey guys, I'm taking a news break today. Sometimes my heart and nervous system need peace. I'll be back soon.
All right, we'll take all the time you need, Silver.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we love you.
Trust me, we understand you need to take a break from all this crap.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
See?
Hi, Dawn.
She didn't have her phone.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's terrible.
I'm sure she can still see.
Liberty's in the house.
What's up, Liberty? Thanks for raiding the stream, man. We appreciate it.
Steph says, I don't blame you. I don't blame y'all, Santino and Kay. I mean, it's just crazy.
There's no other way to look at it,
because
when you have the ability to what was it that you did 4 times? Muted 4 times. And none of those worked. That only tells me that it's somebody that's either working for YouTube or somebody that has special access given to them by YouTube to override any muting.
Exactly.
So,
exactly, Carol. That's exactly what they're trying to do is sabotage.
Yeah, I don't even understand how that works. But whatevs. You know, hey, y'all have been in control for so long, and that's why the world sucks, because it's exactly the way y'all made it. And but the problem is you're losing control, and the world is looking like a better place every single day.
Exactly. Thank
President
you,
Trump is here. Big Daddy T, making it happen.
Exactly, Steph.
Yeah, vengeance is the Lord's.
Yep.
Yeah, take your restorative rest. Silver. That's absolutely necessary.
So you have the first 4 videos.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and start.
All right. Let's see. I guess we're starting out. Oh, Lord.
I sent them to you in order.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. And then there is a warning for this.
There is a warning.
All right.
But at the end, we have funny stuff to end on. So.
Oh, okay. Good. Here we go. Is this something different? I think this is something
Yeah,
different.
that's something different.
Okay, that's something
But
different.
you see, everyone just got out their phones and did nothing to help.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump over to this one here.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Obviously, the racial comments of that white girl.
Yeah.
He does look very unhappy.
This stop is Stanley Park Station. Please exit right.
All right, I'm not going to watch this guy ride a train for 6 minutes.
Yeah. Watch.
All right, looks like, okay, unfolding the pocket knife. Yeah, just sitting there, minding her own business.
And he just stabbed her. Look, blood just dripping.
Did it fold on his fingers too?
No, he's just got it in his hand. I got that white girl. Okay, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah. Go ahead, go to the next video.
All right, so we'll go ahead. I don't understand what the difference is between all of these. All right, I'll go ahead and share this one then.
No, not this one. Skip this one.
Skip this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I apologize.
That's
I didn't
all right.
mean to send you that one.
Okay, well, that's okay. Ignored the brutal murder. Okay, yeah, I guess that is this one. Okay, share this tab instead. Thank you for your patience as we get this figured out. And of course, it's doing dumb crap because the advertisements are always in the way.
Yeah.
All right, here's 23 minutes.
Another tragic story in Maryland and just how each of these atrocities
I think he
could have
cut
been
himself
prevented by
too.
a crime
That's why he
president.
was bleeding everywhere.
May or may not be happening in Chicago. We'll get into it. Don't go anywhere. I have so much to tell you. I'm Chloe Trapanato, and this is the Chloe Trapanato Show. So I hope all of you enjoyed your weekend and didn't look at X, because I had a lovely weekend of ignoring the news until, of course, I checked up on the latest headlines last evening and saw death and destruction, and it filled me with rage.
That's the thing that I'm tired of X for is there's always a lot of violence on
You
there.
saw this video.
And is looking at her phone. She too is just minding her own business. They ride along for around 4 minutes with nothing unusual happening. Then around 9:50 p.m., Brown reaches into a pocket. We've zoomed in on it here. He pulls out a pocket knife. No one notices a thing. Seconds later, he would stand up and from behind, unprovoked, as we stop the video, he would stab the young woman several times. She had no chance to defend herself. The attack was over in seconds, and when it was over, Brown walked through the train attempting to get off. Few passengers, if any, at first realized what had happened.
Absolutely heinous. Heinous, disgusting, pathetic. That somebody awful. Could you imagine being stabbed from behind? A 23-year-old refugee from Ukraine, fleeing war, who was living and apparently working at a pizza shop in Charlotte, North Carolina, was stabbed to death on the public light rail train. She was murdered, as you saw, by DeCarlos Brown Jr., a mentally ill, deranged monster who had already been arrested 14 times So what does that tell you?
Come
Hi,
on.
this entire thing could have been prevented. He should have rotted in jail after his first criminal offense. He killed a young woman on the train brutally in front of dozens of other people. The poor thing came from Ukraine. I'm wondering who the heck let him out of jail 14 times and why? Why? Well, I kind of know why. Because the left has insisted that jailing people of color is racist. So, yeah, he was most recently allowed to terrorize the streets at the behest of Judge Teresa Stokes. Way to go, Teresa. In January of 2025,
Good job, Teresa.
Stokes allowed DeCarlo Brown to leave jail without bond.
Sure, YouTube will hire
after
you.
He was arrested for misusing the 911 system and displaying severe mental illness. And what else has he been arrested for? Armed robbery, felony, larceny, assault, threats, breaking and entering. Yet, this judge let Brown go without bond for the 14th time in January of 2025 on his written promise to return for court. Oh, a promise, a pinky swear. That's how we're doing law and order now, folks. Handshake, write it on paper, pinky swear, ponies and rainbows and promises. And then you're good to go. Commit dozens of crimes, but if you are of a certain race, or if you're in a liberal run city, then really you can go because it's fine. It's not your fault that you committed the crime. It's because you are being discriminated against. So run free, my little ponies.
Here's the thing: this is the exact mentality. Are we good for this now?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing: this is the exact mentality that causes these kinds of crimes. It is specifically picking one race over another. And were there dumb things that happened in the 20s and 30s and maybe the 40s? Yeah, without a doubt. But we have come a long way, and we were doing so good as a nation getting over our hate over color until Barry Soetoro showed up and he started creating that division again. And he had to flip the script because he had that loathing, that loathing of color that was bred into him. And I don't understand the concept to me, because that's not what I understand how society should be. That's never what I was taught in school, but apparently that's what's being promoted in our school systems. Maybe that's certainly what's being promoted on social media channels and sites like YouTube would be my guess. But most certainly violence is being promoted on X, which is something that doesn't need to be brought about. There's all this violence in the video games, violence on TV shows. I mean, how many people talk about Dexter? So everybody feels like it creates that mental cross of wires inside of people's heads, thinking, well, I'm doing something right, so therefore it's got to be justified regardless of, how wrong this is. But that's because we've gotten so far away of what society is supposed to be. This young lady was sitting on a train. She is a refugee. And why is the press not talking about this? I thought they cared about all these refugees. I thought that they cared about the Ukrainian plight. But apparently that's not the case, because everything about this narrative is counter to what all of the socialists in this nation, which have come over here and have decided that they're going to try to destroy this nation, because everything that was good about this nation, they're going to make it exact opposite and then say that America sucks, as if America sucked before these people started taking over and ruining this nation. But you know what? That's why everybody got sick and tired. That's why they couldn't cheat enough this time like they did in the previous election to get Joe Biden elected, or selected would be the proper terminology for that. Anyway, so this is the fruits of their labor. That's why everybody decided to vote for Trump, because we're sick and tired of this. And these are the kinds of incidents that, as they continue to happen, God, please end this and get the courts to say that President Trump can send the military in to save this nation from these very kinds of attacks. These are the things that need to be dealt with. These judges that allow these criminals to roam and prowl the streets of this country are the very problem, because this person needed mental help. You could see it in his eyes. My heart actually kind of goes out for him, and I pray for him because he's not in the right headspace. He was not good in the head. He clearly has a lot of problems, and there's clearly a lot of things going on that he needed help with, that he wasn't able to get the help that he needs because of the profit system, that the entire, the way the system is being structured to put these people out there in the streets to make this an unsafe place to be. That is not America. America was always at least safe, if nothing else. And these are the things that need to be fixed. And it's not about race. This person obviously made it about race. This is a racial hate crime. If it was a white person who did this to a black person,
I said, I got that black bitch.
I said what he said, then he would have, that white person would have been thrown in jail and the key would have been thrown away. So we need an equal standard for justice. And that's exactly what Americans are asking for. That's why President Trump got elected. And that's why things need to start changing quickly.
Exactly.
It's so frustrating.
Here's Mike's comment.
It was pure evil. It was pure evil. And we got to this point because we've been taking God out of everything.
Listen away.
Listen away, Steph. Yep, there we go.
There's Chops.
Hey, Chops, thanks for joining. Chops says, know this. She escaped Zelensky and being pregnant on the battlefield just to not survive asylum in America.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. And then Carol says the police need to trigger these people so that they are assaulted. They can take them down. I'm not quite understanding that.
I think let them have weapons in New York again.
Well, that was the Carolinas.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's not even Chicago.
Yeah, I don't understand why no one tried to help.
Yeah, I don't either. Anyways,
are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's drive on because
read that?
This is the exact reason why so many people can't have such a hard time with the news, because it is so dark because of these kinds of things.
They do attack.
Attack the police. Mike says Abraham Lincoln arrested governors, mayors, and judges and used the military to do it. Trump needs to sign the Insurrection Act and suspend habeas corpus. It's really getting to that point because it's really starting to look like the government has no control, and that's exactly what we don't need. We need our government to be in control, and it needs to start happening quickly because people are going to start taking the law into their own hands, and that's when it gets really bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Instead of innocent people.
Exactly, Carol.
Exactly.
Or Dawn,
Carol.
whichever
Yeah,
one.
which one of you two ladies are there?
Yeah.
All right.
Would you read that?
CNN blasts killer.
Backs.
Huh?
CNN backs.
Oh, backs. Well, geez, apparently I need my monocle for this too. CNN backs killer. Slams Charlie Kirk. Ignores racist motive in Zarutska case.
Let's listen.
All right.
Want to be there,
and it's
about forcing them to be there.
When you are mentally ill, you have a hard time knowing that you are mentally ill. But also, I mean, people like Charlie Kirk, they've been looking for opportunities to make this some sort of like reciprocal George Floyd situation, and that's the part that I think he's almost giving away the game, and it's sad to see a lot of people going along with it.
Let me just say a couple of things. One is, what happened to that young woman was horrible. And it's everybody's nightmare. If you're in any public space, a subway, whatever, that something bad is going to happen to you or somebody you care about. So it does strike a chord. We don't know why that man did what he did. And for Charlie Kirk to say, we know he did it because she's white, when there's no evidence of that, it's just pure race.
Other than what he said,
hate mongering.
What if a white man said that?
Then he says that if something like that had happened the other way, there'd be sweeping changes imposed on society. Where is the George Floyd Policing Act? It didn't pass. Even when you had a white police officer murder a black man on live television,
the evidence shows that that's not what
happened.
There
were no sweeping changes. In fact, not one law was passed at the federal level. So I think that's an important thing to point out. The other thing is, you mentioned the thing about cashless bail. I think this is a big challenge that we have. Would you have felt better if there had been cash bail and the mom had come and put down $1,000 to let him out? It's not about cashless bail or no cashless bail. It's about the fact that we don't know how to deal with people who are hurting in the way this man was hurting. Hurt people hurt people. But
Of course.
Of course.
All right. Well, I think we got the gist of that. He's going to sit there and make excuses for this scenario. I guess CNN didn't play the part of what he said afterwards about how he got that white bitch. So he knows better. Busters. Is it Breitbart? We're back. Are we back now? Okay. And I'm getting something that's telling me that Norton is trying to block it on my computer as well. Okay. Anyways, what a surprise. I wonder what kind of anything would have caused this, because that doesn't make any sense. All righty. Well, while Kay gets everything reorganized over there, we're going to go ahead and, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and, should I just go ahead and play something in the meantime?
Nope, I got it.
You got it? All right. Thank you, Steph. Appreciate that. All right. I don't want to listen to this ass clown again.
No, got something else.
Okay.
Can you read that, please?
Yes. Stelter angry versus MAGA forces.
Yes, MAGA.
As MAGA forces Iryana Zarutska's murder into spotlight, exposing the mainstream media silence, and of course their lies. You know, they gotta do some kind of damage control. So we got to see Mr. Potato Head here, and then Van Jones, you know, O'Blammer's right hand over there back in the day. You know, the muscle for the guy that you know, telling his lies on, of course, CNN. Carol says, you guys must be doing something right. I have no idea. I have no idea, because there's plenty of podcasters that have the ability to say all sorts of things, and they don't have the problems that we have. Oh, they pay money. Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, they're not like in our conversations. Cast out them demons.
Yeah, cast them out as much as we can, but maybe we're getting some kind of sign from the Lord that maybe we need to cool our jets here.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
Why don't we just go ahead and shut down ScrewTube, please?
Yep. Give me a second.
We don't need to be on their shitty ass site anymore anyway.